Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. So we're still in Fort Lauderdale, the same place we were yesterday, and I'm here with one of our Diamond members, Andrea Goodset, who's sold multiple six figures worth of loan programs, made multiple six figures, and she's got the question for today.
Okay, this actually comes from one of the forums in Facebook.
Okay.
Somebody asked, what was the mindset shift that you needed in order to go from your $700 a month to your seven-figure a month? Like, how did you handle that unit?
Alright, so from $700 a month, which I was doing in mid-2011, to seven figures a month, which is what Mo does today, to be honest, there wasn't one single mindset shift that created that. There were lots of mindset shifts, really. And it was through a series of stages. So I went from $700 a month. Towards the end of that year, we got up to $15,000 a month, and then we finished December 2011 at $45,000 a month.
I was part of that.
Yes, yeah, that's when you came on board and things really started ramping up. And then throughout 2012, we went to multiple six figures a month, and seven figures a month came, I think, in 2013, the first time we ever crossed that.
Okay. So
it happened over the course of a few years. I think the first biggest mindset shift that came from me, around the time when we met, I had started working with another guy who had done about $14 million gross in this industry, and I hadn't even done $100,000 in my last few years. So I started working with him. When I say working with him, I was handling some of his ads, and I got into his organization to see it from the inside. I was working with him, and what I saw was chaos. I saw a lot of chaos, and just the founder, the guy, he was a couple years older than me. You know, the way that he would operate was, okay, we need to bring in some money this week. Let's throw together a webinar. Let's just get it done. And I'd been thinking the whole time that successful people in the industry, they'd planned everything out months in advance. They got everything perfect before they executed. And the big revelation to me was that don't wait to get it perfect. Just execute now and execute like crazy.
yeah.
Okay, it's all about speed, speed, speed. So I started to mimic that. And that's when I started making several thousand a month, and I'd do webinars myself, started launching my own $2,000 programs. Soon I was at 15 grand a month, and I just kept on scaling. And I kept on, the best word for it is just hustling, okay, hustling. It's all about the hustle. Speed, yeah, you just got to get it done. So that was my first big, evolution, the way that I thought. I realized that that's how entrepreneurs are. It's all about action. Now that got me to about $80,000, $100,000 a month. So you can do that. You can get to six figures a month, even with just a couple of staff. I had like 2 staff back then. But I was working unsustainable hours. Okay, I was working 7 days a week, working all kinds of hours. I was working way, way too hard, and I'd reached the ceiling. I wasn't going to get to multiple six figures. So the next evolution was that, okay, I now need to bring on staff, and I need to start duplicating myself. So I can't be on the phone selling all day. I've got to find someone else to come and do that role for me. So I had to start training them on how to do it. I had to start putting together my own training, finding the right people, putting them in place, creating systems, procedures, training, and so on. So that actually got me to multiple six figures. To get to multiple seven figures a month, now it's kind of like what they're talking about at the seminar we're at right now. You're going to move from the entrepreneurial stage to the bureaucracy stage, where now you start having a proper organization chart. Every role gets documented. You build the organization around functions within the company, not around people. Okay, so everything gets built around functions, and then you find the right people. You want to create an extraordinary system that ordinary people can plug into versus an ordinary system that requires extraordinary people, because that's not scalable. So I started to do that. The other thing was, of course, paid traffic. The whole time I was placing my own ads. So to get to 5 figures a month, I was spending thousands of dollars a month, and get to 6 figures, I had to up that. These days we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, but that allows us to do millions of dollars a month in revenue. So those were just some of the mindset shifts. There's really a lot of them, but they were definitely some of the bigger ones.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so hopefully you get some value from that. So if you have a question for me, go to askmattlloyd.com. You can ask me right there. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow.